top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Miranda. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On the move. Got enough for the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A run for the quarterback. Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Cantrell. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, SMU.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the red zone, looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Miranda. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give out of the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Quick completion on the out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
To the ground with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. With jet sweep pass. Plows through the defense. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going for it all. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Bearcats head quickly to the line. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
Before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gives it to the back on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Rides the back. Quick toss. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. The 40.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his feet to buy time. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker is Cantrell. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football, he caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got him this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, SMU.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams